Yasu, hi, it's me again, Tai, and today I show you a little bit of unpredictability. People are just knowing me as the one with the black shirts. You see, with my metal shirt, for example. I go to my work, but I got myself something, and that's pretty cool. I got me a cow pant. So, no joke, it's looking like a cow, and it's literally looking like fur, and it was getting me to work today. It is always funny if I do this combination outside, but at work it was the first time I got me there, and people are puzzled. They are really puzzled because they only know me in a black dress. Okay, now I will add some colors more, not precisely that green, but maybe this kind of a red or brown. That's basically the colors I will add to my dresses. Um, yeah, so no screaming colors. But if people are used to see you in a certain way, sometimes break the pattern. This has a very beneficial effect because people who are fine with you, you got no trouble with. But there are some people sometimes who try to play their games on you, and the very moment when you suddenly change things, when you suddenly react in another way, when you appear in another way, when you talk in another way, they suddenly face they cannot rate you. They cannot put you into a form, and they cannot predict what you will do next. And this is very crucial to do now and then because, yeah, otherwise they can use you for their games. There was one thing quite a while ago. I had a team leader who was yelling to whatever colleague of mine. And if you are a team leader, you have to have control about yourself. That's why you got that job. You have to support the people and to guide the people to fit the customer's frame of work frames, whatever. So, but it is not your job to yell around. And you know me, I'm a strong person. Not everyone is that stable inside. And so he yelling around, yeah, my colleagues were hard impacted of this. And so one time, same thing happened again, and I did react as every colleague would react. And yes, I felt pissed, sure. And I went home that very day. But also, when I came back the very other day, I said, okay, maybe it wasn't right to just leave work, but on the other side, it is not his job to yell at us, not for bullshit like, tiny things. Um, so we had a private talking with the boss, and he said, okay, this was no way working with the people, and he has to stop that. And no, he said, okay, but can somebody else do the coaching for Tai? Because I don't feel well doing the coaching with Tai. And he told him, sorry, but you're a team leader, you have to handle that. You have to control your emotions, and you should be able to do a coaching on people you are working with. So, okay, that was cute. And I did decide to put a little cherry onto this cake, and I did demand on the professional way of you. So all the time I did point out all this, and we were just speaking by last names. In our area here, it is very useful to speak with the people by first name. Um, okay, so we got a distance on that. And today I tapped myself on a low-key joke. I was there speaking some usual, business stuff with the team leader, something about the work we are doing, and I was addressing him with his first name. And I did not move my face. I did not signal that I saw that I mistakenly used the first name, but I saw how he was shaking inside because he was shocked. He is so used that everyone is using the first name as it is normal in this area. But after we had only used the last name for quite a while, it was nearly a shock when I used the first name, but he did not even dare to point it out. So, and when I was back on at my place, at my workplace, I was just smiling and thought it wasn't intended to do so, but the reaction was golden. So, unpredictability. He has no idea how to handle me because he will never know how I react. The benefit on my reaction was he didn't yell anybody anymore for this customer, my working colleagues, and he did behave, and he was even polite and friendly, not only to me, also to my colleagues. And so, of course, you maybe lose your job if you do like I tend to jump on the table, be the punk, telling my opinion. But in the end, it's a beneficial thing to every colleague around me because this will correct some disbehaviors. So sometimes the punk jumping onto the table and yelling, "Shut up," is the one who can change things. And you may not do this every day. Use it in a dosage. You change your mind, change your speaking, change your style, change your opinions, but not inform them why you do. So if you overdo it, just for a little warning, if you change yourself every day, I mean, I got long hair. I do whatever I want to if I do kind of that, or if I keep them open. Sometimes I even do this I don't I like the English words, but I play around with that styles. And if you do this all too much, people even don't recognize you sometimes because they got a picture in their mind. They probably remember your name, but they are, that one with a blue pullover always, or that one with a blonde hair, or that one. This is how people are remembering about other people. If you always change your mind, always change your appearance, it is difficult to rate you. It is difficult to categorize you. So, when it comes to friends or for working colleagues, make sure you got one red line following through all your opinion and style. So, reserve this unpredictability to those who deserve it. So, this for today was just a little thought about, but unpredictability, totally underrated. It is a tool which can really change your surrounding if you use it very chosen, to the point, and if you not only use it for your benefit, but for your colleagues, friends, society around you. Speak up if something is wrong, retreat, and not do it every time. Do it to the point when it happens. And yeah, I would advise you play around a little bit with this. Continuity. So doing always the same thing. Sorry, I like that word again. It was a long day. But doing all the things over and over and over and over and over again is predictable and it is boring. Sometimes you just have to be the pink cow jumping the room, or in this way, the cow with a metal shirt. Has to be sometimes. I wish you a wonderful evening and be unpredictable now and then. See you next time.